in the building. Damn, am I like taller or is this thing like shorter? I feel like I've grown some. My station here. Media Markets, January the 28th, 2026. I'm your guy, Media Markets, going to touch on the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. As we're here live, it's 11:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Going to give you guys the latest. It's happening around the NBA. We had some NFL hirings. I don't know if I'm gonna get into that, but we had some NFL hirings today. So we'll talk the latest in NBA. We'll talk some. What is this guy's name? Anyway, we'll talk some company layoffs. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nicki Minaj, Justin Bieber. We'll talk some snap requirements, new things that are happening there. More layoffs, and the latest in news, sports, and entertainment. Let's get right into it. We're going to get right into the NBA. What happened tonight around the NBA? I was about to say last night. But tonight around the NBA, my Orlando Magic, they got the W 133-124 versus the Miami Heat. Paolo Banchero, 31 points and 12 rebounds. Desmond Bain added 23 points, 3 made 3-point shots. Anthony Black added 26 as well, 4 made 3-point shots. The Knicks defeated the Toronto Raptors 119-92. Mikal Bridges had 30 points in this game, 12 of 15 from the field. Whoa, super efficient night. OG Anunoby with 26 points himself. Jalen Brunson just 13 points tonight. The Minnesota Timberwolves defeated the Dallas Mavericks 118-105. Anthony Edwards had 20 points in his return. He didn't play last game. Julius Randle, good night for him tonight. 31 points, 5 rebounds. What else happened around the NBA? Golden State wins 140-124 against the Utah Jazz. Steph Curry, 27 points, 4 made 3-point shots in his return as well. And right now, Houston Rockets are down 7 points, 93-86 versus the Spurs. Spurs are up right now on the Houston Rockets. Victor Wembanyama, though, 22 points, 11 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 assists, 60% from the field. So that's what happened around the NBA. I'm feeling like, I don't know if that's OC. I don't know if I got too much tonight. I'm looking at I just saw somebody like, yo, he ain't pay his rent. I'm like, come on now. Anyway, I'm not even gonna report that here, but let's talk a few things that are happening in the media world. Well, before we get into the media world, let's talk layoffs, man. There's a lot of layoffs happening, or the AI technology, a lot of things are changing. We see a lot of layoffs from these big companies, especially in the economy that we're in. But Amazon laying off another 16,000 staff. This is Deadline reporting. Amazon is laying off another 16,000 staff. Is reported to have accidentally emailed one of his team a day early with the news. Amazon posted the news publicly via a note from Beth Gelati, Senior Vice President of People Experience, earlier today. So Amazon is set to lay off another 16,000 working staff. They have laid off. I've seen earlier this fall, last fall, they had a lot of layoffs. Amazon set to lay off another 16,000 workers. So that's the latest with Amazon. And I also saw with Home Depot as well. Home Depot, this is AJC News reporting. Home Depot to cut 800 corporate jobs and require workers back to office full time. So once again, AJC News reporting. Home Depot says it is eliminating about 800 corporate jobs tied to its Vinings headquarters. The home improvement retailer will also require corporate workers to return to the office 5 days a week, beginning the week of April 6th. So that's the latest with Amazon and the Home Depot. A lot of layoffs, man. A lot of layoffs going on in the world, and it's just a lot happening in the world every single day. I'm not gonna lie. It's tearing me apart. It's tearing me apart. We're gonna keep kind of in the news world. This is Black Millionaires reporting, but new SNAP benefits requirements take effect February 1st in Chicago. So adults 18 to 64 with no dependents under the age of 14 are required to work or volunteer at least 80 hours per month to continue SNAP. So that is the latest that will take effect February 1st in Chicago. Once again, Black millionaires reporting new SNAP eligibility rules will take effect February 1st, bringing a major change. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at myself, y'all. New SNAP eligibility rules will take effect February 1st, bringing a major change for many recipients in Illinois. Adults ages 18 to 64 who do not have dependents under 14 will now be required to work or volunteer at least 80 hours per month to continue receiving food assistance unless they qualify for an exemption. Those who fail to meet the requirement could lose benefits after 3 months within a 3-year period. Hold on. Those who fail to meet the requirement could lose benefits after 3 months within a 3-year period. Many recipients, including people with criminal records, limited job skills, or health challenges, worry that they will be unable to meet the new quota. So that is the latest, man. That's taking place starting February 1st in Chicago. Adults ages 18 to 64 with no dependents under 14 are required to work or volunteer at least 80 hours per month to continue receiving SNAP benefits. So that is the latest Black millionaires reporting that will jump off in Chicago first. Listen, y'all, I'll be just seeing all these news articles every week, every day. But let's kind of keep it moving. We're gonna switch gears a little bit, but Nicki Minaj all in the headlines today as she was with Donald Trump. So Nicki Minaj joined President Donald Trump on stage during the Trump Account Summit in Washington, D.C. There were plenty of pictures. There was a lot of support for Nicki Minaj. Well, by Nicki Minaj, a lot of support by Nicki Minaj for Donald Trump. So we saw this in the news and the headlines today. So Nicki Minaj and Donald Trump linking up. Yeah, that's the latest. Nicki Minaj and Donald Trump. 2026. What a year. I'll put together a video. Maybe I'll make it a little funny because what is going on with Nicki Minaj? Like, what? What else we got for the news? Kind of it's the latest in news, sports, and entertainment media markets. January the 28th, 2026. It is 11:47 p.m. We are 13 minutes away from midnight. I'm pretty good with math. I usually like doing that because I'm pretty good with math. 11:47 plus 3:50, another 10. It's midnight. All right. Kind of keeping it to let's we're a little bit in the entertainment news. We just talked Nicki Minaj and her teaming up with Donald Trump. What's going on there? What the hell is going on there? But let's talk a little bit of Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, Billboard reporting Justin Bieber to perform at 2026 Grammy Awards. So last week I talked about the fact that Sabrina Carpenter was the first person announced that will be performing at that 2026 Grammy Awards. Now, Justin Bieber has been named as one of the performers. So, Billboard reporting Justin Bieber has joined the lineup of performers for the 2026 Grammy Awards. He is nominated for both Best Pop Solo Performance for Daisies and Best R&B Performance for Yukon, as well as Best Pop Vocal Album for Swag. So that is the latest. Justin Bieber will be performing at this year's 2026 Grammy Awards. That is Billboard reporting. So we look forward to that. A lot of people like Justin Bieber's last album. The Yukon song is very good. So I want to see him perform, actually. So I want to see how that goes. And we know he has a lot of supporters. What else we got? Keeping in the entertainment. I think we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We can kind of. Oh, last thing I got in entertainment. Regina Hall. So this is the latest from Blex Media reporting. Regina Hall to star in Netflix hostage thriller series Rabid Rabbit. That's the name of the project. Opposite Adam Driver. So Blex Media reporting Regina Hall stars opposite Adam Driver in Netflix's upcoming thriller Rabid Rabbit. And the setup is already insane. A hostage situation spirals into a psychological face-off, with Hall stepping in as the only person capable of matching Driver's character move for move. So Regina Hall will be starring in a Netflix hostage thriller, Rabid Rabbit. It's going to be a series, actually, so we look forward to that. It is going to be on Netflix. And Regina Hall, we love Regina Hall here. Media Markets, DMV. It is 11:49 p.m. January 28th, 2026. And let's kind of close it out. We can talk a few things. One of the things that I want to talk, well, we'll keep in the talking news, talking shows. The Lincoln Lawyer. So Lincoln Lawyer is one of my favorite movies ever. And they obviously made a series some time ago, and it has been renewed for a season 5. The Lincoln Lawyer, this is Deadline reporting. Lincoln Lawyer books early season 5 renewal ahead of, so once again, Deadline is reporting, ahead of Lincoln Lawyer's season 4 premiere on February the 5th. The hit Netflix and A&E Studios legal drama has been renewed for a 5th season. Season 5 will consist of 10 episodes, and we will be inspired by the 7th book in the Lincoln Lawyer book series. So that is the latest. Lincoln Lawyer gets another season. It's renewed for season 5 ahead of its season 4 premiere on February the 5th. So if you haven't watched that, it's time to binge, time to catch up. There will be a 5th season, so you got 3 to get through, and then 4 is going to start up. And season 5, they have been renewed. The Lincoln Lawyer on Netflix. So congratulations to everyone involved there. And I'm going to kind of close out with some sports news, but it's bigger than sports. So Gervonta Davis, if you don't know, I talked about it here previously. Gervonta Davis had a warrant out for his arrest in Miami, Florida, for an apparent domestic violence situation. That was a couple weeks ago. I haven't heard anything. That was a couple weeks ago. And today, TMZ reporting Gervonta Tank Davis is in police custody 2 weeks after officials put out a warrant for his arrest over domestic violence allegations. So TMZ has been reporting that Gervonta Davis has been arrested, is under custody with Miami police. And I saw Lauren LaRosa. I'm a big fan of Lauren LaRosa, so shout out to Lauren LaRosa. Lauren LaRosa, she's told she was developing a story. She has a lot of sources. She's saying, right, this is a report from her, that she's working. Obviously, she said the news broke of Gervonta Tank Davis being arrested in Miami. She's working on some exclusive details on how they located and arrested him. So far, what she's heard from a source close to the investigation, police followed Gervonta from a location after receiving a tip and then they arrested him. He was arrested a little over a few hours ago. And this tip that Lauren LaRosa is referring to, Lauren LaRosa of the Breakfast Club, formerly of TMZ, that tip may have stemmed from some Instagram activity that she's hearing. So Gervonta Tank Davis, 2 weeks after his warrant's been issued, is in police custody in Miami. Lauren LaRosa is reporting that the tip that she received, they may have stemmed from some Instagram activities. They got a tip on Gervonta Davis and his location. So that is the latest on Gervonta Tank Davis. He is in police custody in Miami, and we'll see what it looks like for his arraignment and trial. We know he had a warrant, and that was out for 2 weeks, so might be a tough one there. All right, last thing I want to talk about, because I don't want to forget this, because I want to put out this content, because this seems fun. All right, this seems fun. Let me go to here. Bluey. Bluey. All right. I don't know too much about Bluey. I don't have children. I'm not really around small children too much. But Bluey, this Variety reporting, Bluey was 2025's most streamed title in the U.S. Of any kind, including adult series and films, with 45 billion minutes watched per Nielsen ratings. So this is Variety reporting on the Nielsen ratings. Bluey had 45 billion minutes watched. That was the number 1. Grey's Anatomy came in at number 2 with 40.9 billion minutes watched. Stranger Things 39.9. NCIS with 36.9 billion. SpongeBob SquarePants 34.3 billion. But Bluey topped all of those in 2025. It was the most streamed title in the United States of any kind. 45 billion minutes watched. So Bluey, that's per Nielsen, per Variety. Shout out to Bluey, all the Bluey fans, all the Bluey kids, all the kids that love Bluey. Bluey now or had 45 billion minutes streamed in 2025. I mean, I'm thinking about the people that made Bluey or that continue to make Bluey. Sounds like they're making paper over there. All right, that is it for me, man. It's the latest in news, sports, and entertainment media markets. I'm your guy. I will see you guys tomorrow. Traders tomorrow, so I think we'll have MJ on. It is 11:54 p.m. I appreciate you guys for listening and tuning in, and I will see you guys soon. Be well, be blessed. Cheers.